Give my daughter kisses.
Hello, and we're live now. Sorry, everybody. We were troubleshooting, but we troubleshooted successfully. And it is Sally's first time being live, so that's exciting. So we just walked it through, and it's awesome. She looks great, and so welcome everybody. So Angie and Sally and I, we wanted to get together, and I suggested we do on my channel. And I'm Princess Casserole. I would imagine you probably know me if you're on my channel, but you never know. I do the jewelry videos and vintage videos, and sometimes I do live videos with my new computer friends. And so that's pretty much what I'm all about. Why don't we start with Angie, and then we'll save Sally for last.
Okay, I'm Angie, Treasured Vintage, and yep, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Yep, I am. Here I am, proof. And I'm on Etsy, and I'm a reseller. Been so for a good while, and yeah, I'm not used to introducing myself, as you can see. And it's evening time, so the brain like just kind of shuts down at night. So we will see what happens. But I am happy to be here and so happy to meet Sally. So Sally is next. Go ahead, Sally.
Thanks. Sally from Vintage Discoveries, and I do, the YouTube videos. I'm sure you've seen my hand. That's about it. But I also sell on eBay. It's Sally Hello Kitty 40. And I just started in January making videos, sharing my finds.
It's so wonderful to put a face with your voice. It's so distinctive now from watching your videos.
I hope I'm not mumbling or whispering.
No, we can hear you perfectly, I think.
Good.
So if anyone can't, let us know in the chat, but I think you sound and look great.
Thank you.
All right, so I actually tried to be organized, and I put a list of questions together and sent them to everybody ahead of time. And I also said if they had questions, they could fire them too, so we might not know. So the first question is, what made you start doing YouTube? So Angie, you want to take it first? We'll switch it up and we'll all go different times.
Okay. I'll go whenever you tell me to.
Go now.
What made me start doing YouTube was I was kind of, and I've heard this before from Lonnie, I think. Lonnie said that he was a little lonely in his doing reselling. I think it was him that said that. And I felt kind of alone too, because my husband's not really into the reselling at all. He wasn't interested in, thrifting or my sales or, any aspect of it really. So I really, whenever I stumbled on YouTube on the computer, it was like, wow, I want to be part of this. And as soon as I could, I got in it. And so I've been on it since 2014. And I'll tell you, my first videos were, please don't go back and look at them. I should just take them down.
I hid some of my old ones.
You did? I should do mine too, because I'm like a totally different person now. I mean, when I look back, I'm like, I was so nervous and so awkward. And so, I don't know. Everybody's got their first times, though. And I shouldn't be talking about this because we have dear Sally with us.
Yeah, but it's probably helpful for her to hear, too, that, we all
don't listen to me, Sally. But yeah, to be part of the community is just awesome. And that's really the answer. That's my answer. I just wanted to share all my passion with everybody.
I agree.
I'll go next on this one. And like I said, we'll switch it up. So sometimes, Sally, you might have to go first, too.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
So I started off watching YouTube makeup tutorials. So I would watch them like every day. There were people I would watch every day, and I kind of always wanted to have a channel. So then somehow I started watching the jewelry and jewelry jar videos, and I bought one from Salvation Army, where I normally get my good bags that I love. And I thought, why not? You know, it was so easy. I don't know about you guys, but it was way easier than I thought it would be.
Yes.
To start. Same thing with selling, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, it was just jump in and try it, and it was fun. And so, Sally, you.
I started watching videos on metal detectors. I just stumbled upon it, and it was so intriguing that I started watching more and more different videos, and it led me to, and I forget her first name, but Dirty Girl.
Oh, Karen?
Yes. Okay, Karen. And I said, wow, she finds amazing things. She's like, got a great eye for it and stuff. And, she's not like out there, like I'm not like boisterous or whatever. So I said, she could do it. I could do it. And I just, like Angie had said, my husband's not interested in the jewelry. My kids aren't interested in the jewelry. And, when I would try to talk to them again, I get all excited, and then I get just, like the glaze over, like, so I said, I have to share this with somebody. And then when I started watching your videos and Angie's videos, I was like, these are my people. And so I just, that's where it started. And I don't think I'll ever get tired of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you seem to go on a roll too. I noticed, like you put out a whole bunch of videos, and I think that's cool. Then we can binge watch them all.
Yeah, I feel like I just need to get them done, because especially if you don't want to look in the bag yet, I can't wait. So I have to get that video out there so I can see what's there. So.
And two, just so everybody knows, if you guys have any questions for Sally or Angie or myself or all three of us, feel free to type it in the comments. And hello, everybody. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to say hello to everybody, but I see Tanya and Barb. Barb was number one. She was here first. Kathleen and Bianca and Deb's Treasures. So I'm sorry if I missed you, anyone.
I think Swampy was first when I accidentally went into it, and then he said number one, so I was like, oh,
in the other one, because
I don't know.
I thought I was here. I didn't see him.
Okay, maybe I was looking at something else.
Deb wants to know what town you're in, Sally.
My town?
Yes.
Oh, Farmingville.
You're on Long Island, right?
Long Island, yeah.
So same state, not close together at all.
No, very far.
Yeah. So on this one, how about I can go first on this question? Like I said, we'll switch it up so we don't force anyone to go first. What started your love for jewelry, and one of your earliest memories of beginning to love jewelry? And I wrote this question because my story is kind of ridiculous, but I remember my mother sold Park Lane jewelry, and I remember everything being really glitzy and big, and I thought they were real, right? So I would collect them up. And I thought, I'm going to run away, and I'm going to have this jewelry, and I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to run away.
Aww.
When you're a kid, you just think silly things. So I don't know. I just
didn't run away with all that Park Lane.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten very far. But, go to the big city, go to New York or something, run away with all this jewelry and pawn it and have a whole bunch of money. And because it was, it was huge and glitzy, and I don't know. I always just thought it was really cool. And I loved seeing, going through my grandmother's jewelry. And that's why I've always kind of liked the vintage jewelry, because it's what I remember. from growing up.
Nice.
Sally, let's go. You go number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
I'll be right back. I think I just remember being fascinated with stones and rocks and, gemstones and where they came from. I remember looking at books and being obsessed with them that way. I didn't have much jewelry when I was a kid. I do remember, I think I was about 12. My brother got me a stick pin and a necklace from 1928, that company. And I was like, wow, I cherished it. But, when you're a kid, you don't acquire that much jewelry. But, when I got the chance, when I got older, I started buying lots of jewelry. And now I just like vintage. I kind of like, when I see new jewelry, I'm like, I just like the old stuff. That's it.
Angie, it's your turn.
Okay, I was over there in the chat.
I know you did a good job. I'm trying to remember how to add somebody as moderator.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering about that too.
What started my love for jewelry? Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of similar to yours, except I wasn't running away or anything. So totally different from yours. I do remember going through my mom's jewelry box with her. I mean, it was a favorite. I guess it's a favorite and kind of a treasured memory of mine, just sitting down with my mom. And now that she's gone, she's been gone 4 years. And, just thinking about, that's one of my memories that are just real happy. Just going through her jewelry box and just picking out every little piece. And, she'd say, this was grandma's and, I want you to keep this. And when that, cha-ching.
Was that you?
It was. So yeah, that's my memories of that. And I've just always been attracted to jewelry, I think, from way back. I think it might be some of the artist creativeness in me too. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So on this one, I'm going to start with you, Sally. And what made you, or what has been your favorite jewelry? Well, for you, you usually get them in bag form, right?
Right.
But I always say bag form, jar form. Fine, that you've gotten so far.
There's so
you can
many.
pick like 3 or 4.
Okay, I don't. All of that's downstairs where my phone was, except for one thing. And this. Can you see this?
Yes. Oh, how cute!
It's huge, and it's
wow, that is big.
Wow. I just love it. Yeah.
Very cute.
I know. I just like
What's the back look like?
Oh. That's it.
Is it glass?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, it's plastic.
Is it cold if you put it against your? I usually put it against my face.
I do too.
I mean, it's cold, but it's freezing in here. So, I think it's definitely. I think it's plastic. I mean, the heaviest part of it is the metal around it. So,
it's very neat though.
I just like stuff that's over the top, big.
Me too.
I mean, I don't want to say the other piece was because I made so much money on it, but it's because I had never seen that designer before, a guy, Vidal, and I didn't even know anything about the brutalist, minimalist, and things like that. So that's another piece that that was really cool for me because it really opened up a new world of stuff.
Cool story.
Yeah, I find that when I find new things, it's cool because you have to research it. And I don't know about you guys, but I am constantly finding stuff that I've never heard of.
Oh, yeah.
Signatures and designers.
Definitely. Yes, but I do recommend the Facebook groups. The ones that help, everybody's on there to help people find out what they have, and you just post a picture, and that's how I found out about the Guy Vidal. I wouldn't know about it unless somebody would have helped me.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Angie?
What's my question?
So you've done jewelry jars before, and you also get lots, so it's applicable to, the lots that you buy too.
That's right.
Kind of anything that you get in a package that you're not completely sure what you're getting.
I have to say that lot that I got it's probably been about 1.5 years ago now, and I've told the story before about the big box. It was huge, and it smelled like it had been in like somebody's basement for decades and decades, because it was all kind of musty smelling, but I opened it up, and I mean, treasures upon treasures, just really vintage stuff like I love. And I am still selling stuff out of there. In fact, I have jade pendants, a little pouch full of them.
How big was it?
The box? The box was probably about this big. It was a big box, and it was just, I just couldn't believe it. I just don't think really the person didn't know what was in there, or they didn't want to fool with it. Maybe it was a guy or something, or
maybe.
Yeah, it was obvious that it had been somewhere for a long time. So maybe they were just like, let's get rid of this, put it on auction, whatever, and I don't know. I don't remember anymore, because it was a while back, what made me get it, what even made me bid on it. And I don't even remember what I bought it for, but I know that I have made a lot of money on that lot on eBay. Tanya. Good old eBay. I have bought a lot on eBay, and I used to sell a lot on eBay too.
I've gotten some cool things on there too. It's fun if you don't have jewelry jars or bags or something like that, that it's another alternative to find something that's kind of a treasure, because I've noticed you get the best deals when the pictures are blurry, or you can't exactly see everything, and I found some really cool things that way.
Me too. Yeah.
Like you can spot it, you know what you're looking at, but everybody else might not see something,
Yeah, that's how I found that camphor glass necklace. In fact, maybe that was the lot. That might have been the box. I don't know, but that camphor glass.
Yeah, I remember.
Too much the cameo. I kind of thinking that might have been in that lot. I'm not sure, but I saw it and I knew what it was, and I just scarfed it up. So it was in a big lot too. I think it might have been a different lot. I can't remember. I can't remember yesterday, let alone back that far.
Somebody wants to know if you still sell on eBay, Angie.
I do not, Retro Dottie. I just sell on Etsy now. I source on eBay from time to time, like I said, but no, there just got to be too many restrictions, and Etsy I just love, and it's so easy for me. I just find it's the perfect platform for me. So, although I would like to do Posh, I would like to do that, and the only thing holding me back is that GoDaddy thing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to, just because I have so many newer things that I can't put on.
Barb says, Angie, does your shirt say thug? Well, there's more to it, Barb. This is the shirt Tanya got me.
I got you that one, silly.
I'm sorry. Did I say Tanya? I told you, at nighttime, it's like my brain goes to sleep.
Well, this should be getting better and better then.
Yeah, I don't know. It's your channel, remember?
So my favorite this is one of my favorites that I found in a bag. Oop, it keeps changing. Because I love the older stuff.
That's gorgeous.
And it's got like one of the bookmark, what are they called? They're safety chain or crackle chain. I can't remember what that's called.
I love that chain.
Safety pin. I don't remember.
Yeah, that chain is awesome.
I have some things with that chain.
I'll have to look that chain up because I think I have something of that chain too.
Crinkled. There's a name for it.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of it either.
Ah, it's not safety pin chain. I know that for sure. But I love this. This was like tangled with a whole bunch of other necklaces, and so I think that's what they got frustrated and just threw it in a bag and said, I'm done with it. And I like sitting there and untangling things. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. I kind of feel like it's my duty to get things untangled.
And once you do, like you get the needle or whatever, it's not that
And the
hard.
first thing you do is unclasp all the clasps that you can see. That's the first thing I do. And then I work from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one I would say is this.
Ooh.
Which actually somebody that watched my videos was on unjarring, and they said, you know, that is a Juliana, I can't say the actual name, it's D&E, but I can't pronounce that, brooch, and it's like the black geode. And I looked it up, and they were right. And it's
wow.
It's worth a good amount of money, and it was just in the jar, and it's so pretty.
Is it Deliza and Elzer? Juliana,
Yeah,
Deliza and Elzer, something like that.
I have a really hard time pronouncing anything.
Well, you know me and my Edgar word.
Baribi.
Yeah. Baribi.
Oh, that's not even close to how I was saying it.
Yep, it's Baribi.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us were saying it correctly then, Angie. But I'm okay with that. People know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I think it's Angie's turn. And this one is on what made you start reselling. And you already said what platforms you resell on. And if you guys want to plug what the name of your shop is too.
Actually, my husband sold a golf club on eBay. And I remember back when it was, I don't remember exactly what year it was or anything. It was a little bit before I opened my Etsy shop. But I was so freaked out. I'm like, don't you put our information online. That goes out everywhere. We are going to get our identity stolen, and it's going to be awful. Don't do that. You know, and now I have my own shop. Everything. Everybody knows everything about you. I'm pretty much convinced.
Well, that's kind of, why I wasn't too weird about it, because it's like if somebody wants to know where you live and what your middle name is, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, Google Maps, they can pretty much just, you know.
See if you've got a pool or not.
Yeah, be at your house. Be in your front driveway. So.
Sally, what about you? Oh, sorry, did I cut you off?
No, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it.
I'm a terrible host. I'm sorry.
No, you're great.
Why did I start selling on eBay?
Well, and that was part of the question too. Where do you sell?
Oh, on eBay, yeah, my store that I keep forgetting the name of. Sally Hello Kitty 40. I've had that forever. I think I started back in 2010. Maybe, I don't know if I sold something or I bought something. Is that the way I started? But it's been sitting there since 2010. And it just seemed like it was an easy thing to do. So I just started, because I started getting so much stuff with the bags. I thought I really need to get rid of some of this stuff, and maybe somebody else will enjoy it. So that's the phone.
I don't have a real phone.
Oh, I do. I don't know what their number is.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Don't.
Oh, bless her heart in a good way.
Okay, so it's been really easy and really fun. I mean, I've learned a lot, but I really want to sell on, what's the other thing you guys sell?
Etsy.
Poshmark.
No.
Etsy.
Mm-hmm. I set up a store, but I just haven't had time to list things on it. So
I know that was the other thing about eBay. I found it hard to shuffle between the two, eBay and Etsy. I was like, I just wanted to focus on one thing, and it was kind of hard doing both of them.
yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I like the shop experience of Etsy, where you can go and you can browse what one person has. If you like their shop, you usually will like, other items that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I found that kind of difficult because I only use my phone to do most things. So I found it difficult to kind of shop people's seller shops on eBay, where it's really easy to do on Etsy.
It could be that way, probably I envision it that way on Poshmark too, probably. I don't know.
It sounds like it. So I will tell you, because I'll do it. I told everybody I was going to do it, so I will eventually do it. It probably will take me a while, but I will do it. So I finally opened my store, and I had a sale, which is exciting. I now belong with everybody else.
Fellow reseller.
I was just an imposter for a little while, more of a hoarder than anything. So that's why I started reselling. I always kind of wanted to do it. I thought it would be fun. I love thrifting and finding things, but there's only so much room you have for things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my husband doesn't like clutter. So he's like, you need to get rid of some of this stuff. And so I'm hoping, but I need to start listing some of it first. So I only have 11 listings right now. So my Etsy store is Princess Casserole US. But like I said, I did start it. I've got items. It's kind of fun to take the pictures. I know, Angie, you like to take the pictures and everything too, which is a big part of it on Etsy, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Just kind of setting up how you want your store to feel. And that's a big part of it is the pictures. So that's exciting. I'm very excited. It was scary. I think it was scarier than starting YouTube for some reason for me.
Really? Well, there's a lot to it, really. I mean, there's many aspects to reselling, and it's not easy. It's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as easy as just buying some stuff and listing it. There's a lot of stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, a lot of the research if you don't know what it is too, and
that, and just dealing with customers and shipping and taxes and all of that. That fun stuff.
The shipping was really scary because when I went to the post office, I had no idea like what to ask. I was really intimidated. So it's helpful to get somebody that's nice first.
That's going to be one of my tips when we get to that part.
Okay. So I'm proud of myself. I made my goal of having 10 things listed and to start my shop, and I did that, and I'm excited. Now I'll have to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is a hard one for me because I'm a hoarder. How do you decide what to collect and what to sell? Because obviously we probably got into doing jewelry because we love what we have. I love what I'm selling. So Angie, how do you decide what things you're going to keep and what things you're going to sell, or if you are going to keep something for a little while and sell it too? Because I know people do that as well.
For me, just to find things that are different and unique is what I look for. Of course, I look for designer names, and it'd be just so wonderful to run into the ones you run into, Carla, like Hobey and Juliana and Hattie Carnegie. I did sell a set of hers one time, and I think I've had a few pieces of hers that I've sold, but all of those great really old designers from the 50s. They're rare around here. So I was very happy to get some Vendome pieces. I actually got one. I actually found a jewelry jar at Goodwill yesterday. Was it no, day before yesterday? Yeah. So there was a few things in it and these Vendome earrings were in there.
Oh, I have some similar to that with the Rivoli. Those are so cool.
Yeah, they're very pretty. So they were 97 cents. So I was like, oh yeah. Well, they were in the case and they weren't marked. So there was a young girl there, and I said, "Oh, those aren't marked. How much are they?" She said, "Oh, they're screwbacks. I guess 97 cents." I said, "Oh, okay, I'll take them." And actually, they're the clip-on and the screwbacks.
Oh, I like those. Are comfortable.
They're very nice. Yeah, they're very nice. But to answer your question, how do I decide? I don't know. I just excuse me. If something appeals to me, I'll just keep it for a while, and then I'll just sell it, and I'll keep something else for a while and sell it. But most of this stuff gets sold eventually. If it's not on the shelf over there, just waiting to get listed, that's the scary part. You start getting addicted to getting the jewelry and looking through it, and then you realize there's not enough hours in the day to list all this stuff. And I just, I have like an aversion to doing lots. I just, I think the pieces are so special that I just like to do them on their own. But lots is what's going to have to happen sooner or later, I believe. If I want to keep this habit up of buying a bunch, I'm going to have to get rid of a bunch. So. Hey, was that you, Carla?
Yeah, hey.
2 sales on Etsy.
Number 2. How exciting.
Yay, that's
nice
great. That is great.
I'm really excited right now.
Congratulations. That's really good for only having 11 items listed in your shop.
Yes, it is. I should definitely have more than 11 items.
I mean, that would be unheard of probably over on eBay,
Unless you were selling it dirt cheap.
Yeah, or if it was something really, really special, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sally, how about you?
What was the question?
About collecting. Do you collect anything? I know we've kind of talked about this a little bit, but
not really that much anymore. But I go through phases, and now my phase is, finding the jewelry and selling the jewelry. But I used to collect the Edgar Baribi trinket boxes. So I have a bunch of those from a long time ago, and I still have them. And coins. Every time, I have a chance to get some nice coins, I do. So I still have those. Things that don't take up that much room because I don't want to have too much clutter. I don't want to store too much, I'm only 53, but I feel like, why leave that for my kids, a whole bunch of stuff that I really don't need, or they don't need either. So
what about coin jewelry?
I do have, I found in a bag a penny ring. It was pretty cool. Not too fancy, but it was cool. But I'm not really into coin jewelry, no. I do have a coin bracelet with coins from Ecuador.
That bracelet is awesome. That panel bracelet.
Oh, the Mexico one you're talking about.
Yes. That is gorgeous. I love that. Did you sell it yet?
No, I haven't listed it.
Yeah, you might want to, I don't know, take it to a jeweler or something.
Yeah, I know. That one's like, I until I know all about it, I don't want to list it because it's so, special. But yeah, but today I did some listings, so I'm proud of myself too, because I want to get 100 items, but I'm only at 90, so fingers crossed.
It won't be that long.
Set a goal and tell all of us, and then you'll have to do it, because that's what I did.
I know. What about
everyone will keep you accountable?
Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But I can't believe how quickly it happens that just, you do a little bit, on the weekend or, every day a little bit, it'll build up really fast.
Mm-hmm. And then what I like about Etsy is, your listings they don't disappear, like eBay. Your listings just would disappear after a while and you'd have to redo the whole thing. I know there's some kind of a thing some other kind of a program where you can use that saves your listings, but I forget what the name of that was, but I never used it. And my listings on eBay would always just disappear. But Etsy, no matter how old your listing is, it's over there. You can renew it. So
That's
and
very
the pictures are there and everything. So it's not a problem.
I forgot. Oh, so I have a really big problem with this because I collect everything. So I keep everything, and I'm trying to get, I was collecting bug brooches because I love them, but then I started getting like this one's one that I need to put up. It's, butterflies. So am I going to collect butterflies and bugs too? And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to collect butterflies and bugs. We're going to sell the butterflies. So, just trying to cut myself off so I have things that I can collect and love, but also really, and this is beautiful. Believe it or not, this is a Joan Rivers brooch.
That is really pretty. That is your icon on your Etsy shop, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm getting ready. I'll be listing this hopefully soon. It surprised me. It didn't look like a Joan Rivers brooch to me, but it's really great quality. So it's just like kind of talking myself into getting rid of things. Dawn knows. She was making fun of me about that a little while ago. So it's just hard, when you get it because you love it, to let it go and kind of decide what you're going to let go and what you're going to keep. And Barb had said to keep it all. Pretty sure she was joking, but
Barb of the hundreds of oh no, that's Barb. Oh, okay. I was thinking Dawn. Didn't she saying Dawn just a second ago?
What?
Barb has 2 of the B ones.
Oh, really? Yeah, I love bug brooches, but I think I'm going to limit them to not include butterflies. So that's where we'll cut it off. I'm trying. My husband's trying to. He's really good about not pushing me and knowing that I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, my husband's good about that too. I mean, he doesn't say anything about, very, very rarely, except when we got our carpet and he was painting and everything. He just couldn't believe all the stuff that I had to move, and that we had to move, I guess, all of my inventory and everything. But he's pretty good about my storage and what I buy. And he never says anything like you're getting too much or when are you going to, get rid of this stuff or anything like that. So he's very good about that. He does ask me when I'm going to quit, though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he'd like me to quit.
To like retire? Is that retiring?
He'd like me not to do this, but I just can't, how your business kind of becomes your identity or your work becomes part of your identity. I don't know who I'd be without my Etsy shop and without YouTube and without my people.
Well, and that's a nice thing too. You can always pare down how many listings you have.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, like instead of just fully retiring.
Yeah. It seems like if you do that, though, you just kind of fade away. I don't know. I'm afraid of, fear of missing out, as Barb would say. She likes to say that, FOMO.
It's a real thing. I had to go to Savers before I came home.
Oh, you're so blessed to have Savers like right there, like practically next door.
I have 2.
Yeah, you guys. I have to go in town if I want to go to anywhere. And then they usually don't have anything. They never hardly ever have jewelry jars, so, or no bags. bags or bags, whichever you say.
Yeah, they don't have them all the time. The one that I get and I really like, I haven't gotten it in a couple weeks. So it's what is it? The drought and sometimes flood. I don't know. That's not a cliche. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah,
Easter famine. Drought or flood. There you go.
You knew what I meant. You saved me.
I did. I saved you.
Okay, so the next one. What do you look for when you resell? Favorite brands or designers? Angie, we'll go with you first because you're the first person I saw.
Yeah. What do I look for when I resell?
Yeah,
well, I kind of covered that in the last one. I look for I like Monet. I like Napier. Of course, I like those old brands that I never even find, like Vandal and Vendome, and any of the older Joan Rivers, Kenneth J. Lane, Hattie Carnegie, Hobey. There's so many. There's just so many. Trifari. Any of the old, mid-century designers, I look for, and I love the 60s and 70s jewelry. I love jewelries with a big vibe, like these right here. These were in my recent bag that I got, and I just love them. I found out they're Napier, and
those would look great on you,
especially with this shirt. This is rocket. Thug life, yeah.
Hit you with the lightning.
Yeah. Love those, and this was in the jewelry jar that I really thought was kind of cool. I don't know.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You think?
I do.
I had never seen any like that. This type of jewelry is plentiful, I know, but I had never seen a little necklace like that before. So
I haven't either.
And it's marked on the back SITI in capital letters. S is in Sarah, T is in Tom, I.
You should list that soon. It's springy. If anyone ever gets a spring.
Yeah. So those are the types of things, things that are different that you don't see anymore. Even though it's a kind of a specialized piece and maybe not everybody's going to want something like that, I'm just attracted to it for my shop. That's the kind of like little art piece that I want to put in my shop. Whether it sells or not, it'll look cool in there. I think about that a lot. Is it going to look cool in there? Am I going to like it when I open up my shop in the morning to see that sitting in there? Yes. Yeah.
That's why I think yours is nice, because I know what to expect when I go to your shop.
Thank you.
That's how I knew what to send you when you bought that thing from me.
Yeah.
I know what kinds of things you like.
Yep.
What about you, Sally?
I don't really look for big name jewelry. I mean, I'm happy if I see Tafari or Monet. I mean, that, makes me, like, ooh, it's got a name on it. But I've found so many things that don't have names that are so beautiful. And I go for really unique. I do the comps on eBay, and if there's a whole bunch of them, then it's kind of like, oh boy, But if I can't, even with the right words, find another one, that's what's exciting to me. That is unique. So.
I would say for me, I like a lot of the 50s stuff. So like even there are some things that like, they're plentiful like this with the Aurora Borealis stones. They're just fun. And a lot of people my age, they haven't seen this kind of stuff before. So I'll get a lot of compliments when I wear something like this. Or even like this necklace. I have this one is on sale in my store. But like people don't realize how nice it looks until they see it on you, and then they'll compliment you. And So that's kind of the things that I look for, and I love the mid-century stuff too, as Angie said, more of the like something that a rockabilly would like too. I have a lot of that kind of stuff. Any of the Art Deco stuff, like I spent a lot of money on this.
You got it.
Here. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I have a hard time parting with anything that's like,
That is so gorgeous.
you know, Victorian or Art Deco or anything. I think that'll be what I'll collect. But we'll see. One day I might sell some of that stuff too.
That's pretty.
It was expensive. It was a crazy purchase.
Oh boy.
So I have on here, and I know Sally, you know, if when me and Angie are talking, if you want to go grab something and come back, you can do that too. Because the next one was show up anything fun you found recently. So I'll go first. Like I said, if you want to run away and come back. So I found this in a jar. I have some videos I have to edit. So this is on one of my upcoming ones. But I thought this was really cool. It's a pearl necklace.
All different colors. That's nice.
Yeah, I thought it kind of looked like Indian corn, you know?
Oh, yeah, I remember you showing that and saying about the Indian corn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So maybe it was one I already posted, because I have some that I have not posted yet. So I love this, and it says it's silver too. And this necklace too was something I found recently. You know, you see these a lot too, but they're kind of cool. I love them with a little dress. They can dress things up pretty well.
Yeah, I never have an occasion to wear that kind of stuff, but I probably would.
We just went to a wedding, so I wore something like that. And this is fun. Angie joined, I'll have to remember what it is, but there's a special guest behind me. A Sarah Coventry group on Facebook that we're both in, and I think some other people joined it too. And this is actually a Sarah Coventry piece.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And it's reversible.
There's Brody.
Yeah, Brody.
Hi, Brody. Yep. Oh my gosh. Brody stole the scene from your choker. Totally.
My cat's eating my hair again.
Yeah.
And it snaps. It's got snaps.
Oh, that's cool.
So I thought that was
magnetic?
No, it's like a. I don't know what my cat's doing to my hair. It's like a snap.
Oh, I've never seen. Oh, it's like a snap on there, an actual snap.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is very weird. I've never seen that before.
And reversible. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's neat. See, Sarah Coventry can be very unique and beautiful.
It is.
I think so too. So, you got anything for us, Angie, to show off?
I do. The jewelry jar I was telling you about that I got the sterling ring in there.
Oh, that's cool.
So this would be something I'll keep for a little bit because it fits, and I shined it up like I like stuff shined. But yeah, it fits, and it's more sterling, and it's pretty. I like it.
That's something my daughter would actually like. So it's nice and simple, and
yeah, and it feels good. It's not obtrusive on your hand. These are pretty neat. Let me get myself on me so I can see what I'm doing.
I'm gonna grab something I think Angie's gonna like too. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. Okay. These were in the jewelry jar. I like those. I need my black background again. I'm all fingers. They're kind of neat. They're kind of like the jewel colored on the bronze tone. It kind of reminds me of the 80s or something. They're big, nice and big. And this cameo was in there.
Oh,
I've never seen one like this before. It's like open work. And it has this I don't know, like lattice around the frame of it.
Ooh.
It almost looks like a Whiting Davis piece, but it's not signed or anything.
It definitely does.
Yeah, that's what I thought whenever I got it. I'm like, that's got to be Whiting Davis, but there's no signature on it. So, but that was 97 cents. I said, there's no price on that. And the girl, 97 cents. Is that okay? I said, yeah, that's okay.
She liked that number, didn't she?
Yeah. And then these were in the jewelry jar. I guess this one I bought. There were several things I bought.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Aren't they pretty? The clips.
Nice color.
Yeah. I think the same person that had these maybe had these because they were in the same jar.
They're beautiful. And
then I need your opinion on this thing. Okay, this was one of the weird things I looked at, and I'm like, should I buy that or not? I think it was a ring. I think it was a ring I had that had this thing, and I even forget what it's called anymore. But real boho-y piece.
That's fun.
It's on a like silk maybe or a gauzy material, but it's clean and it doesn't smell like anything or anything. I think somebody reworked the findings, that part of it.
That doesn't look like something it would go with it, yeah.
No, somebody reworked that, but I think all the rest of it is original. And but I don't know whether I should keep it on this, if that would turn anybody off, or if I should put it on another different chain.
I'd keep it on and then give them a chain with it, and then they can take it off if they want to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I was kind of thinking keep it original.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty neat. It reminds me like a festival necklace or something. Maybe you would use the keyword or something. And if anybody knows what this stuff's called, if anybody's in the chat knows what that's called.
Looks like something Karen would have and know.
Yeah, and Bonnie.
Yeah.
She's in bed now.
She's sleeping, yeah.
She's sleeping, but I'm sure she'd know. It escapes me. I used to know what it was. Lots of things.
I'll tell you if anyone comments down below.
Thanks. So I think that was the question, wasn't it? Show anything? Yeah. Cool. That's about does it.
So here's my last one I wanted to show you. I showed Sally this the other day.
Yeah.
So it's a brooch, and it's marked on the back Kramer.
Oh, I didn't see the front. Show the front again. Ooh, looks like a tire.
Look. It's a day to night brooch.
Was it making a buzzing noise? I heard something. You said look, and then I heard this. What was that? Sally's laughing.
There we go.
I think it's my computer.
Oh, okay.
It's like revving up like there's a CD in it, but it's not.
Okay, that's beautiful. Do it again.
It moves.
Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Oh, so you find the best things. I am so jealous.
And it's Kramer, too, so it's a good brand.
Did you look it up? Is there any comps?
I only saw one on sale for 110. I don't see very many day to night brooches, and that's what that's called. So I just recently learned that, where you could wear something like this, and then when you go out, then you can make it even more festive.
You're not going to get rid of it, are you?
Me? Probably not yet.
Probably not. No, I think I would keep that. I think that would have to go to Kayla.
Oh, she won't want it. She'd want yours.
Maybe in a years from now she would.
So Sally, how about you?
I thought it had a motor too. I wasn't the only one. It was so right on spot. It was like, and watch, and you just stuck it up there, and it went.
I don't hear anything anymore.
No, it's quit. It quit.
I don't know how good my camera works, but this ring, can you see it?
Yeah, we can actually, it's not bad.
Is it upside down? Yeah, it's got a black face and a white face, kind of like cameo, and a red glass behind it.
Wow.
Dark stones over here. And I don't know what it's made out of. It doesn't have any markings on the inside, but
That's a pity the full ring, isn't it?
well, it's not that big.
You'd sure leave a mark.
I guess it's not that big. It just kind of looked big, maybe up into the camera.
I think it's a woman's
Nice.
and a man's face, maybe. It's a man. It's almost like he's like a Roman kind, and then there's a woman is the face behind it.
Cool.
Very interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've got this big alligator clamper bracelet.
Ooh.
That's fun.
I know. I have it listed too in case anybody needs one. I love this necklace that I found, and I don't think I'll get rid of it. I don't know why, but it's got these marbles.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's carved glass marbles or something, and this is glass. These are glass here, and it's got such a good heavy weight to it, and I've worn it already. I love it.
That looks older, like 30s maybe. What do you think, Angie?
I think maybe 40s.
Yeah.
That would look good with your outfit, probably.
It's got the barrel clasp, and this is driving me crazy.
Oh,
This
that's
love
cool.
it.
I remember that in the video. Yeah.
But it's driving me crazy because I looked up the comps, and somebody had put the designer Ina Citrine, which I never heard of, and they were going for like 100 and something, 200 and something, but there's no signature on here, so it just makes me think it's just something that looks like that. So
Repro.
sell it for it being a large lucite bracelet.
Yeah.
I love clear lucite.
Me too.
I would maybe put it up for a really good high price and put on there like possibly unsigned whatever. I've done that already.
I wasn't sure if I was allowed to do that. I know you can't say inspired or something.
Show us on your wrist.
You're on eBay. eBay, you could do that on Etsy, but I don't know what you can do on eBay really. But you could, on Etsy, you could probably say, the designer with a question mark after, or unsigned, unsigned whatever piece in the description. You got the dropsies.
Sally, you always make us laugh.
This is it on my wrist.
Oh, it looks so nice on. That's why I wanted to see what it looked like. Shiva.
Damn.
Or Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I mean, it's the biggest bracelet I think I've ever had. So, but I do love the lucite. I'm not crazy about the top, and it's in, perfect condition. So I think I'll just put it out there and see what happens. But I got it at Savers.
That's awesome. I love it.
I think it might have been $7.99.
They have good prices there.
Pretty good.
Wish we had a Savers. Don't have a Savers.
Maybe you will. We just got it like a year ago.
Oh. We've had ours for about 5 years, and they opened in 2 separate locations. But I don't know.
Is it near you? Pretty near you? I mean, are you like on the suburbs of a bigger town, Sally?
No. No. I don't know if you're familiar with Long Island, but
That it's long.
Yeah, it's long and it's an island. It's about my familiarity, and it's in New York.
I'm about an hour from the end of the island, which is Montauk. About an hour and a half from Manhattan, I guess.
Wow.
But yeah, it's great, yeah, to be able to have all that and the beaches and everything. If we didn't have winter, it'd be the ideal place to be.
So do you guys have any questions for any of us?
And I see the chat. I hope they know that because I want to say hi to everybody, but I don't even see the chat. So
I told Sally because this is her first time that I would look at the chat, and I tried to call out any questions that I saw. My husband's just telling Angie to come visit and talking about Wonder Woman. So
was that him in there saying come visit?
Yes.
Hey, if you insist.
You guys can look at cat brooches together.
Okay. Little birdie told me it's your birthday soon, so maybe I'll come up on your birthday. No, I don't think I can make the trip, but I wish you a very happy birthday, Jimmy, Gymey, ahead of time.
So did you guys have any other questions for any of us? I'm going to take silence as a no. I thought of all the questions, so it's okay. But yeah, partially Angie and I talked about this, and we really wanted to get Sally to come on. And I think, I don't know about you, Angie, but I think it's a lot easier to come on with some of your friends that you know.
Yep.
And just get started. And so we really want to see Sally's face again soon because we love her. And she makes us laugh, right, Angie?
That's what drew me to her very first. I'm like, oh, she's one of me. She's like one of my people because she's funny and I love a sense of humor.
Yeah, you have to have it.
Yeah. And she's a sweet person too. Very nice.
And you're beautiful too. So yeah, don't.
Thank you.
Yep.
Without my glasses.
With or without.
All right. So any closing words from Angie?
I think I forgot to say my shop, Dazzled by Vintage, on Etsy.
I think you did forget to say.
Yeah, I did. But now I'm listening for my cha-ching. I did have one. I did have one during the show, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah, somebody else wanted Sally to have one, so we would have a hat trick.
Yeah.
This afternoon, actually, though, I did.
Good. So close.
Yeah.
So. Sally, how about you?
I think I mentioned my eBay store, and I'm going to try to do Etsy. I already have an Etsy store, but I only have one thing listed. It's My Vintage Heart US. And if you want to go on and buy that piggy bank, it's there waiting for you. But
they don't have anything in there. You have to put something in there tonight.
Oh, yeah. I should. I really should take time, like switch back and forth. But I'm glad we had a chance to do this. I love you guys, and I'm glad that we were able to get it going because I was nervous as it was to begin with. And then when it wasn't working, I was like, oh, my God. But
we still get nervous. Don't worry.
We need to do it again sometime. We get more people or something.
More of us jewelry lovers.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot out there, apparently.
Well, I'm very happy that you could join us because we really wanted to see your face and talk to you and meet you.
Yeah. I wasn't ever going to do it.
By yourself, you mean?
Like, period. Yeah. You know, like I just thought, you know, I'll just do my little hand things. Seem to be going well. But, you know, it was easier to break through, you know, like this, you know, with, you know, friends. So.
Yeah, so I'm sure we will one day get together again. And
yeah, that'll be fun.
I did a good job of putting this out a little bit ahead of time so people knew it was happening. So next time we can do some more show-offs and get Sally to make some more jokes because she makes us all laugh.
Yes, she makes me laugh all the time.
And we'll do it late like this so that Angie can make us all laugh because her brain's gone too.
No later than 6:30 because, boy, You just caught me. I mean, it's really going downhill now. I just slid in under the line there.
So my store is Princess Casserole US on Etsy. I really think I'm gonna open a Poshmark just because I have some like J. Crew, Chico's, things like that I have that are really nice. I don't know about you, Sally and Angie. Well, Sally, you can sell on eBay, but you know, you get the stuff that's nice, but I can't do anything with it right now because I don't have a platform for it. So,
well, you know, you can put it on Etsy if you want to.
I heard sometimes they take it down if they find it.
Chico's has been around long enough, I think.
Yeah.
You just have to see if the company has been there as long as 1999, and try to, you know, if you can't find a date for the specific item, that's what I do. I mean, if I know the company has at least been there since 1999 or before, then I can at least try to put it up. And I mean, I see many Chico's things and J. Crew things too, but you know, we had that conversation. Like I kind of, like you, want to put it somewhere else.
Yeah, because I like my real true vintage to be on my Etsy, and I think I'm gonna open the Poshmark for the other stuff. And I think that's where they're looking for that stuff though too, is on Posh.
Mm-hmm.
Is that better than Macari?
I think they're similar. I'm only gonna try Posh because Tanya and everyone else has been talking about it, so I at least know somewhat about it.
Mm-hmm.
And Lauren.
It seems like the buzzword right now.
Yeah, and everyone's enjoying it. So.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like they're getting sales like right away.
Oh yes.
See, they open their store, so.
Tanya said she had things removed from Etsy.
So, Dooney and Burke wallets. Okay. So yeah, I actually had something removed too. I had the Leah Sophia removed.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll try it, and then, you know, we'll get on and we'll talk about it again, and hopefully then, because I know, Sally, you're pretty new to selling too. You said last year, right? You started?
January of this year.
Yeah, so we're both pretty new. So next time maybe we'll be a little bit more experienced, and Angie can school us all.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining, and look out, one day we'll probably do it again. Lord only knows when. Angie will tell me, and Sally too. So, and maybe special guest Jimmy will pop by too, because everybody seems to think he's hilarious. And I will talk to you all later and see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye, everybody.